I'll be here all day. That was fun. I'm going to do a tutorial for Very Superstitious, or Superstition, whatever you call it, by Stevie Wonder. That is my cut, and somebody asked me to do this song, so I said, alright, I'll do it. This song is pretty simple. There's one lick kind of throughout the song, and then there is just one change of chords. And then I've seen several different versions of like crazy, like I don't even know which version you want, but I'll just kind of teach the simple lick and the chords, and then go from there. So the song is in E flat, I believe, and the lick kind of, I had an effect on in the beginning, but I'll take it off now so that you can hear it clearer. I'm going to start on the 1, 2, 3, 4th fret of the low E string, and I'm going to be hammering on from the 4th fret to the 6th fret, okay? So that's going to be the first lick when you come in. So you're going to just start with your first finger on the 4th fret of the low string and hammer on a whole step up. Okay? When I go to the A string, instead of hammering on, I actually kind of hit it with my ring finger. So real slow. For this whole song, I'm palm muting, which means that I'm kind of means every time I hit a string, I hit a note, I'm kind of like keeping my palm there to kind of mute it after I hit it. So that's just something to keep in mind. So that's just how it goes into it. Okay, I got my ring finger on the 6th fret of the A string. That note is E flat, so that's the first part. Okay, this is like a tongue twister. I gotta think about how to explain this. So I got my ring finger on the A string on the 6th fret, and then I'm gonna kind of go backwards, a whole step backwards. So, and then go back to it. So you got 6. I'm on the A string. 6, 4, 6. Now on the D string, 4. So on the D string you got 4, and then you go back to the A string to the 4th fret. Okay, so again, really slow. I got 6, 4, 6 on the A string. On the D string now, 4, back to the A string, 4. And then lightly just tap the E flat note again, which is the 6th fret of the A string. Okay, so put it all together really slow. You got pause, and then you're gonna tap that real quick, and then you go. There's so many different versions I've heard of this. That's just kind of the way I play it. Check it out and kind of add your own style to it. But after you tap that, you're going to go back to remember that hammer on in the beginning. So, remember how we started? But it's just a different rhythm, okay? So, 4th fret of the low E string, hammering on to the 6th fret. Or not hammering on, just kind of hitting. Okay, so you're going to do that on the low E string and on the A string as well. So 4, 6, A string, 4, 6, and then the 4th fret of the D string, and then back to the 4th fret of the A string. And I kind of hammer on at the end, so really slow. I'm on the 4th and 6th frets for the whole song, and it's kind of like the same notes, you're just playing them in a different order. So I'm going to do it very, very slow. So that's that. Pretty simple. Just rewind it if you kind of want to see it again. But just kind of feel it out and don't think too much about it. Because if you think too much, then it's going to make it harder than it really is. So that is that. And then the chords, you got, what's that, B flat major. And so I'm on the 6th fret. You could play like a bar chord like that, or you can play that. I'm used to playing with bass players, so I don't play the bass a lot. B flat major chord. You got your first finger, bar the 6th fret of the B and E string, and then take your middle finger, put it on the 7th fret of the G string, and take your ring finger and put it on the 8th fret of the D string. That's B major, B flat major. And then I've got B dominant, okay? 7, or just a dominant chord. Again, you can play it like this, kind of like the blues. Alright, same kind of chord. I'm barring the entire 7th fret starting on the D string. So I got D, G, B, and E. Oops. But sorry, I get sidetracked sometimes. But you don't have to play that note, that high note. You can just kind of play the D, G, and B string. And then I got my middle finger on the 8th fret of the G string. Okay, so, or if you want to play the whole thing, you can. You can bar this whole thing, put your middle finger on the 8th fret of the D string, put your ring finger on the 9th fret. I'm sorry, the 8th fret of the G string. Yeah, put your ring finger on the 9th fret of the D string. Alright, so that's that. So you got B flat major, B dominant, then back to B flat major, okay? And then I think this is like a dominant flat 5, I think. But yeah, so regular A dominant chord will be like that, and then you just flat the 5. Okay, the way I play it is I kind of have my thumb hanging over on the A string, on the E string, on the note A, the bass note, and then I have my first finger on the 4th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the B string, my middle finger on the 5th fret of the D string, and my ring finger on the 6th fret of the G string. Okay, so, or you don't have to play the bass note if you have a bass player playing with you. You can. Okay, so that's that, and then A flat dominant chord. So it's just like when we did the B dominant, slide that down 3 half steps. Alright, so bar the entire 4th fret, middle finger on the 5th fret of the G string, and ring finger on the 6th fret of the A string. Okay, so I got B major, B flat major, B dominant, B flat major, A 7 flat 5, A flat dominant, and back to Superstition. On the Sesame Street version, don't ask why I was looking on the Sesame Street version, because don't worry about that. But I was actually babysitting someone else, and I wanted them to see Sesame Street. That was not for me. But anyways, there was this lick that they did at the end, and I've seen, like I said, I've seen lots of different live versions, but it was something like something like that. So what I'm doing is kind of like in the E minor pentatonic shape. It's kind of like in there. So I'm on the 12th fret of the G string, and I'm going to hammer on. Alright, so that's pretty much what it is. Hope that helps you, and if you have any questions, let me know. Check it out.